Hello, this is Mr. Sage up at Waco High School. Today I'm going to be working with the horns on Etude 2. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready? A few things to note about that. Number one, that's like my 5th attempt on this, and it's been taking me a while to get this one. This one definitely has some technical stuff. The biggest errors I'm running into isn't that I'm not putting down the right fingers, is that the right pitch isn't coming out. So you have to make sure as you're doing this, you're not just learning the fingerings or up and down. You have to actually hear what it's supposed to sound like and get the pitches right. You'll notice if you go back and listen, there were probably 2 or 3 spots where I had to stop and clarify a pitch so that I wouldn't be on the wrong partial for the next phrase. So you got to make sure you really understand that. That being said, your goal is to get it so you don't have to pause to fix that. So make sure that's your end goal. Articulation-wise, very bouncy style. It's pretty easy to keep that going throughout this, but you just got to make sure you're getting all of your pitches really centered. The measures that gave me the hardest time, which is my best run on, were 6 through 8. You got to get those fingerings straight. You got to keep your air going steady and don't pinch and tense up. Just keep your air moving nice and smooth, and really make sure you're pushing down the right fingers and you hear what that's supposed to sound like. Beyond that, obviously make sure you're getting your F sharps throughout this, B naturals, those C sharps, trigger 2, 3. Yeah, other than that, this one was definitely a lot of work for me, so make sure you're putting in the work and doing all the little pieces you need to. The good news is that it does copy paste. Those pieces of the ending sound very similar to the beginning. Oh, one other spot that I did have some partial issues on, pick up to 11, that low B. It's very easy not to get down all the way to that note. That one's messed me up a few times. Yes, I'm skimming through. Those are all the biggest things I want to talk about. Just really make sure you get this in your ear. And then whenever you're practicing it on your own, make sure you're stopping whenever it doesn't sound right and fixing it and figuring out what's going wrong. That's all from me. Happy practicing.